Good morning, students. Welcome again. Students, you know that matter is chemically classified as a pure substance or as a mixture. You also know that a pure substance is further classified as elements or compounds. Out of these two, we have covered elements in the previous session. Now today, we are going to study about compounds. For this, come to page number 25 of your NCERT text book. Topic 2.5.2 Compounds. Define compound. A compound is a substance composed of two or more elements chemically combined with one another in a fixed proportion. Let's understand the meaning of statement with the help of examples. Students, both water and carbon dioxide, they are examples of compounds. If we observe water, we will find that water particle is made up of two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. That means there are two different kind of elements. One is hydrogen and one is oxygen, which are chemically combining together to form one particle of water, that is H2O. Similarly, for carbon dioxide, one atom of carbon is combining with two atoms of oxygen to form one particle of carbon dioxide. So such type of substances in which two or more elements are chemically combined together in a fixed ratio, that is known as a compound. Let's study some of the particular properties of compounds in order to have a better understanding of the topic. So the first property is that compounds are homogeneous in nature, which means they have identical properties and have a uniform composition throughout. For example, in case of water, each water particle, which is represented by a circle over here, is identical. That means it is your same particle with the same formula, that is H2O formula. Here you can see that every particle is identical. It has the same formula H2O, where one oxygen atom is bonded to two hydrogen atoms. So it has a uniform composition. Second property, a compound can be broken down into constituent elements either by chemical processes or by electrochemical processes. For example, water, which is made up of hydrogen and oxygen, when electric current is passed through water, we will be getting hydrogen and oxygen back. So basically, we can break down water into hydrogen and oxygen by electricity. Third, a compound has a fixed composition. For example, in case of water, one water molecule consists of two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. That means hydrogen and oxygen, they are combining in a fixed ratio of 2:1. Hence, water has a fixed composition. Next property, a compound has a distinct set of properties. Now, let's take an example of sodium chloride, that is your common salt. Now student, sodium chloride is made from sodium and chlorine, where sodium and chlorine are chemically combined to form sodium chloride. Now we know that salt is white in color and we can consume it. It is consumable, it is edible. But If we compare it with sodium and chlorine, we will find that it has different properties as compared to sodium and chlorine from which it is made up of. Sodium is stored in water and it catches fire easily, whereas chlorine, it is your greenish color gas which is highly poisonous. But sodium chloride, that is formed from sodium and chlorine, it is white in color and it is edible. That means a compound has a distinct properties as compared to the elements from which it is made up of. Last property, compounds have sharp melting and boiling points. That means they have fixed melting and fixed boiling points. For example, water, boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius, it is fixed, and similarly melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. Hence we can say that water is, which is a compound, has a fixed melting and boiling point. So in short words, or in other words, we can say compounds have fixed melting and boiling points. Now students, all these properties, they define a compound. That means if a substance has these properties, then that substance can be classified as a compound. Now